Kylie and Kyle with Cruiser Customizing. Welcome to this two-part tip of the week.
This week we're going to be installing a complete jet kit from Baron Custom Accessories. And then we're going to follow that up with the installation of a complete big air kit.
About a month ago, Kyle and I demonstrated the benefits of an air kit.
The installation of an air kit or an exhaust pipe on your motorcycle facilitates the need to modify your air-fuel mixture.
Removing the gas tank might sound intimidating, but I'm going to show you just how easy it is. Our first step, to remove these. With our 3 bolts out, we're going to lift up our dash panel. Our next step is to disconnect our speedometer and our electrical. Now we're just going to set this aside so we don't scratch it. I'm going to cover the tank so I don't scratch it, and then I'm going to remove both bolts on either side.
Perfect.
Now this side's just a little more tricky because our bolt attaches to our choke knob. It's okay to just let your choke knob rest freely. Now make sure your petcock is in the off position. Now I'm going to move the clamp that holds my fuel hose on. You're going to want to disconnect your hose, wrap it in the rag, and just kind of store it away. The last step in the tank removal is best done with an extra set of hands.
Pull the tank up over the seat right here. We're going to make sure that the electric and the speedometer cable go down on the inside.
And that's it, tank removed. With the tank off, we're going to remove the air silencer box and the air kit. Silencer removed. Next step, air kit. For the air box, I'm going to remove this clamp and these 2 bolts. With all these pieces removed, I'm going to pull steadily on the bottom until it pulls out the grommet. Now we're ready to tackle the jet kit. Here I have the Baron's Complete Jet Kit. It comes with main jets, pilot jets, and adjustable needles. Now we're going to remove the vacuum slides and replace the needle. Just start. In order to get to the vacuum slide, we need to remove these 4 screws.
Now, a lot of the carbureted motorcycles out there are going to have a single carburetor, but on this Vstar we've got 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove each of these one at a time, paying close attention to the order that things were assembled on the inside. My finger under this because there is a spring underneath and we want to make sure that nothing comes flying out. With the cap removed, I'm going to carefully remove the spring. We're going to lift the diaphragm out of its recess and carefully slide it out. Holding the needle on the bottom, we're going to go ahead and twist this plastic cap here on the inside. Once that's free, we're going to push the needle up from the bottom. What we're going to do now is notice that there's an E-clip, a spacer, and then the spring retainer. For this particular installation, we're going to take our E-clip and our needle, and we're going to install it in the 4th slot from the top. Take our new needle and swap all of the stock components, except for the E-clip, over to the new one. We're going to slide this back down, and with that in place, we're going to reinstall our keeper. Now that we've got this reassembled, we're going to go ahead and set it back inside here. Make sure that we line up our diaphragm into the groove around the edge here. And reinstall our top cap.
Now that we've got the first one done, we're going to repeat the same process on the second. On this side, I'm going to go ahead and remove the 4 screws that hold on the float bowl. Now this is where fuel is going to leak out, so make sure you have a rag underneath. First, we're going to remove our main jet. Replace the stock main jet with the correct Baron's main jet. Next, we're going to remove the stock pilot jet. After thoroughly cleaning our float bowl, we're going to go ahead and reassemble. Now that we've reassembled our carburetors, we want to check and make sure that our slides slide and that our throttle moves freely.
Join us next week for part 2 of the Baron's Big Air Kit and Jet Kit install.
Thank you for joining us with this week's Cruiser Customizing Tip of the Week.
Until next week, take care and ride safe.